What is up, YouTube? We are here with a boss fight. We're going to show off the Elder fight and some of the Elder mechanics. I was lucky enough to have the Elder spawn on a red map. This is my first Elder fight of the Incursion League, and playing a block gladiator, dual wield blade flurry gladiator using a claw that gives us instant leech, and then I believe it's called the Hellion's Paw, and then using a Shaper stat stick. Here's the animation of the beautiful Elder as he takes out the summit map boss, and he opens up the absence of value, and meaning this is the instance where we go into to fight the Elder boss. So the Elder boss replaces the boss of a map in the map that they have spawned in. You can see this is the summit map. Always make sure that you leave a portal, so that way when, not if you die, if you're a scrub like me, you can go back into the instance and not have to run through the entire map again. So the Elder's got a couple of basic moves in his very first form. We already saw him shoot out some ice spears, that's what you see there, and then he's got this large AoE circle where he can trap you in front of the circle. You're going to want to make sure that you got plenty of pots saved up to be able to either create consecrated ground or just have instant life come back, because while he's placed you in his grip, you can't attack, so you can't rely on life leech while he's got you held there. He continues to fire ice spears out, and that's fine. I've got 5400 HP. That's enough to be able simply to face tank the red Elder's ice spears, not a problem. Really just making sure that I'm managing my flasks. We see him use his Tentacle Slam here. The Tentacle Slam can be pretty damaging. It's mostly physical damage though, so it can proc Immortal Call. The trick here, as you see with the mechanic of his grab and pin move, if you can get behind the Elder before he casts it, right as he's entering into the animation, you'll actually be safe from it. You see the large area here that we get trapped in. It's because we get trapped going in front of the Elder. If I would have whirling bladed behind the Elder, I would not have gotten trapped there. He also spawns these little mobs that you'll see I'm noticing to go out of my way to kill quickly. It's because they leave behind a distilled ground or a toxic ground behind them. You can see that there's these little black spawning spots. You can see a couple of them here on the bottom right. And if you stand on those spots, you're going to take a bunch of damage. So you want to kill these ads as quickly as possible, even if it means tanking the Elder for a second. Because if the ground fills up with just a bunch of those black spots, it means that you're going to have less area to be able to operate for the rest of your fight. So you really want to take out the Elder mobs that he spawns really quickly. Alright, whenever he goes into his big slam move, we want to get behind him and make sure that we're inside that radius, inside the circle. If you're outside of the circle, he's just going to do a bunch of damage to you that is probably going to kill you. So you make sure that you stay inside the circle and stay behind the Elder, so that way he doesn't grab you. He's now entering his second phase where the Shaper is coming in, and the Shaper is attempting to shackle the Elder, which is awesome. Shaper's on our side for a moment. Maybe his memories are with us. But what you need to do is you need to kill these null portals in order to defend the Shaper. If you successfully keep the Shaper alive while he is chaining the Elder, then a couple of bonuses come into play. One, the Shaper is going to help you out during the remainder of the fight and slam the Elder whenever he tries to kill you with a specific move. And the second bonus that comes in is if you keep the Shaper alive, the Elder actually has a chance to drop a Watcher's Eye. Watcher's Eye is an incredibly sought after item. It's incredibly rare. It's a rare drop as is, even if you keep the Shaper alive. So keeping the Shaper alive doesn't guarantee you a Watcher's Eye, but if you don't keep the Shaper alive during this phase, then you are guaranteed that you will not drop a Shaper's Eye. So you definitely want to keep Shaper alive. He's helpful for the rest of the fight, as well as he adds an endgame drop, a jewel called the Watcher's Eye that can roll some really incredible stats and is just huge. There we saw the Shaper slam just as the Elder was trying to pin us, which again, we would not have had the benefit of the Shaper slamming the Elder if we would not have successfully defended the Shaper while he was shackling the Elder. Now this is where I'm going to have my second death. This is just poor flask management. You saw me spam all of my flasks not once but twice, so I used up all of my charges, which was really dumb, because then I'm not going to have it here as the Elder gets really low, and this is just embarrassing. He's going to pop up and kill me after locking me down. That's just embarrassing. It's poor flask management is why I died there, because I hit it twice. And there with Cull onto Whirling Blades, we take out the Elder. So you're going to want to watch out for his tentacles. You're going to want to watch out for his mobs that can spawn the defiled ground. You're going to want to make sure that you can keep the Shaper alive. And then, of course, you're going to look at the loot. and see if you get a Watcher's Eye or anything especially cool out of it. And this league, an Incursion League, defeating the Elder while having Eldritch Decay drop 5 times was a challenge. I wasn't even going for that. That's just my poor mechanics, and that worked out for me, so lucky for me. Anyway, that is the Elder fight. It was on a tier 12 map, is what you can see here. It was on a red map. If you continue to progress your Elder, and eventually after you take down the Shaper, you can push the Elder to actually spawn on top of the Shaper. That is what's known as the Uber Elder, and it is by far the most difficult boss in the game right now. It's more difficult than the Shaper, and it's only unlocked after you take down the Shaper and then force the Elder onto the Shaper's map, which is at the very center of your atlas. Anyway, hopefully this was helpful for you. If it was, give us a subscribe, leave us a comment down below if you've got any questions, and as always, stay tuned for more Path of Exile.